Hello everybody and welcome to another amazing video of DIY investing. In the last cycle, I had the opportunity of being early to crypto wallets before they launched, and this is what I made a lot of profit off of in just a year's time. Looking into this cycle, I firmly believe that with all of the retail adoption, with the institutions already being here, we're going to see so many new people entering the market looking at wallets, and that's why I feel like many of these tokens are undervalued and prevent unique opportunities for upside potential this cycle. Today, I found a new wallet that I wanted to be breaking down. This wallet is loaded with features and it has a token as well as a crypto card. I think all of these things are going to be reasons why this token does so well, and everybody has the opportunity of actually getting into this at the pre-sale level right now. I'm going to be breaking down this wallet, why I think it's so valuable, and why this token itself is going to be doing so well throughout the rest of this year. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you find any value in this video, please do me a favor, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Without further ado, let's jump right into this amazing video today. Alrighty everybody, here we are to start off today's video, and I wanted to go through and help you guys to be able to see how well some of these wallet tokens can actually perform, and this is going to be the best performing one that I got into in the last cycle. And the whole reason I invested into the wallets was because I knew that MetaMask blew up because of the DeFi summer back in 2020. My thought process was, well, if all of these wallets are going to be seeing so much more adoption, MetaMask doesn't have a token, why wouldn't I invest into one that does have a token? Because potentially that could see a lot of upside potential over the cycle. So I was actually a little bit late when I got into this. I didn't get into Trust Wallet until after it had already gone through its pre-sale, after it already kind of rallied a few different times and started to go up quite a bit. It was up thousands of percent from the pre-sale level when I first got into it. However, just in a year's time from when I got into that entry, we're talking almost 18x type of gains. This thing went up over 18x in just a calendar year, and from that point, it's actually maintained value pretty well. Even from today, after all of this sell-off, it's still up over 500%. So these wallet tokens can do extremely well because you have to look at it from a basic point of view. When there's a lot of new people trading and flocking to a wallet, and then you have different features inside of that wallet that allows you lesser trading fees, that allows you a crypto buyback and burn on the token, or maybe it's even a launchpad incubation. It allows you to get in early to those incubations and stuff. All of these are beneficial features for why you should get in early, because if you can get in early to pre-sales and if you can get lesser trading fees, when those gas fees and when a lot of people are flocking to buy stuff at the same time happen, you end up seeing a lot of these tokens do really, really well because you have a rush of people accumulating the tokens to get into the pre-sales, to get lesser fees and all of that stuff. So that's the real reason why Trust Wallet token did so well. But the big thing about Trust Wallet token, it had such big names behind it. It was backed by Binance Labs. It had a whole bunch of funding from them. It raised a bunch of money prior to launching, so they had a whole bunch of marketing that they could go and throw at the market, and that was really what drug the price of this up so high. Now today I wanted to go through and actually help you guys to map out one of my favorite wallets that I'm watching. I've been using this wallet. I think it works really, really well so far, and when I was using it, I learned that they also have a token pre-sale coming up, and this is really where I'm excited because I told you guys, where I got into Trust Wallet, it was right here, and it was way after the pre-sale. Had I gotten to the pre-sale, I mean, I made 18x just off of this entry. Had I have gotten in at the pre-sale level, it would have been over 100x returns, and that's the real difference between being in early at the pre-sale level and then waiting until you get it at the secondary listings. Now, the reason I like this token so much is because it has all of the features that you would need inside of a crypto wallet, but then on top of that, it's got some of the biggest backers that I've ever seen inside of covering a project. Every single one of the biggest news publications in crypto is talking about it, with Cointelegraph, 99 Bitcoins, the Bitcoinist. All of these are really big publications that are going to be promoting this project. And so for those reasons, I expect that once this actually goes to the secondary market, that's where we're going to see the price of this blow up. I have yet to invest into a new wallet pre-sale just simply because I haven't found anything that I felt was going to line up similar to what Trust Wallet did for me. Trust Wallet had all of the factors. It had really good features. It was a really easy to use wallet. And on top of that, it was backed by some of the biggest people in crypto. So when I invested into that, it was happening after the market had already listed it, after it already gone through the pre-sale and all of that stuff. So with Best Wallet, we actually have a rare opportunity of getting in early to this one while it's still at the pre-sale. And this one has more features than even Trust Wallet did back when I first got into that. If we come over here, let's go through a few of them. Let me help map out why I think that this is going to do so well. And then we'll finish up this video by me actually going into the wallet and sharing with you guys the features and how it actually works. So if we come down here, this is where you're going to be able to see a little bit more information about the Best Wallet. Now, when I'm looking at Best Wallet, there's two features that stand out the most that I think is really why this is going to do so well when we talk about the secondary market listing. Now, the big thing that I think is so valuable is really their spend feature. The spend feature is basically spend your crypto directly with the Best card. So you're going to have your own debit card with this wallet. It's supported by Google and Apple Pay, so basically anywhere that you're going to be able to transact, you're going to be able to use this card. And then as well, if you're staking the Best token, you're actually going to be able to get 8% cash back on all of your fees. So that's absolutely massive. I'm only getting 4% cash back on Ethereum on my Coinbase card. So the second that this card comes out, I am going to switch because I actually have gotten interested in the Best token itself. I think the Best token is going to do phenomenal. So it makes sense for me to be in early as possible for this, get into that pre-sale, get in early, get all of the features I can. So when this card launches and the token price, is up like this, it makes it really easy for me to be able to do those same purchases. Now, the next feature that I love the most outside of the card itself is actually the token launchpad. This is really where you're going to be able to make a ton of money in crypto. Anytime that there's a new release that comes out, a new project that's partnered with the Best wallet itself, they're going to be able to do a raise inside of this wallet. And if you actually hold the Best token, or if you have actual money invested into this wallet itself, you're going to be able to use that and actually participate in any of these different IDOs that are going to be happening. A lot of the IDOs are going to be where you make your most money. If it's a good IDO and you're in at the pre-sale level, many of these open the secondary listing up 5, 10x, and even more than that. So when we're talking about ways to participate, ways to make money, ways to actually save ourselves money with our cash back that we spend with crypto, this is really the best wallet that I found out there. It's got all of the features that I'm looking for, and most importantly, it's got that big backing of all of the big publications in crypto that are going to be pushing this. If you have all of those things, in my eyes, I don't really see how the token doesn't do well and benefit, which is the whole reason why I wanted to participate in the pre-sale. Now, for the rest of this video, I wanted to go through and actually share with you guys how the wallet works, what you guys can do with it, and how the features are actually going to apply to you and how to participate today. Your homepage is going to look like this. You're going to have home, and then there's going to be a number of tabs on the bottom. If you click on trade, it'll give you every option to buy, sell, trade, or swap. You can click over here on rewards on the bottom, and from there you're going to be able to see all of the different promotions that they're running with other crypto companies to be able to participate, get free perks and things like that just for being a member inside of the Best wallet. Now, if you come over to apps, this is where you're going to be able to have different DeFi protocols like Rocket Pool, like Lido DAO. There's also Project Directory if you guys want to be able to participate in any of the incubations like I talked about with the Launchpad. There's news with Cointelegraph, CoinMarketCap. Coming down, you can also use different sort of indexes like CoinGecko. When you come over and click on the settings, it's going to show you all of these different options. You can turn on the notifications, you can set different alerts inside of your phone and wallet. You can manage your different wallets, whether they're EVM or they're multi-chain wallets. You can also come down and actually go ahead and change your password. My favorite is actually two-factor authentication. You can go ahead and actually input that. And then from there, there's a number of these different things that are going to help you to keep protected. If you have issues, you need to contact support. There is a support channel for you and a number of different help links to get you started on the right path. Now, next up, I'm going to teach you guys how to swap. If you go up to the swap icon up at the top underneath your balance, it's going to bring up this page. Now, you're going to be able to select which token and from which chain. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and select Ethereum. We're going to type in the amount at 0.001. And then from there, that's going to give us our first input. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap this into ETH on the base chain, and then we're going to actually go ahead and do a cross-chain swap all in one go. So click the preview transaction, click the confirm, and then this is going to go ahead and actually start your transaction to process. So after about a minute, you're going to see this icon pop up saying it's almost there, and now you're going to click the confirm icon so that you can go ahead and process your transaction. Now we're going to wait for this to process as well. And now the transaction has officially gone through, and you can go ahead and click the done icon on the top. And this is how you're actually going to be able to swap inside of the wallet. You can buy, you can send, you can receive, or you can swap all from this native dashboard, and it's a really beneficial beneficial thing to use because it's one of the better wallets out there in my opinion. So now that I've gone through and actually showed you guys how to use the wallet itself, now let's actually talk a little bit about how you can participate in the pre-sale because there's only a small amount of time left. As you guys can see, the price of Best Token is actually going to be rising in a little over a day, and as it rises, they've already raised over $12 million. So this is already a project that's raised a significant amount of capital with all of the big publication companies that are promoting it. I expect that this is going to only see more traction from here, and you guys have a little over a day to be able to get in at this lowered price before the price actually continues to go up. So if you guys do want to be able to participate in this pre-sale, you can buy with a crypto or you can buy with a card. Either or, if you just click on the button, it's going to bring up the wallet option. Depending on which wallet you actually use, you can go ahead and use Best Wallet if you've already primed some of your money over here like I have. If you go ahead and click this, go ahead and connect your wallet, you'll see it up here indicated at the top. All you have to do is type in the amount of ETH that you want to spend, and then that shows the amount of Best tokens that you're going to receive. And at that point, you can also go ahead and click this staking reward. So if you go ahead and buy and automatically start staking it, you're going to be basically stacking up those staking rewards in the meantime before the token releases. Or if you don't want to worry about that, just go ahead and click the buy best option. From there, it'll pull it up in your wallet and allow you to actually transact through this. In my eyes, this is going to be one of the more beneficial pre-sales to go into because of all of the retail adoption, because of all of the chains that exist, all of the institutions here. This is going to be the biggest cycle that we've ever seen. And so if there's ever opportunities for you to get in early, not only to the token itself of the Best token, which I think is the real value, but you can also participate in the IDOs and the pre-sales that take place in the Best wallet. So there's a number of opportunities that I think are going to be primed throughout the rest of this cycle, and this is really one that I think I'm going to be able to make a good amount of money on. I wanted to share it back with you guys in hopes that maybe some of you find the same value. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. Drop a comment letting me know what you think about this wallet, if you guys have actually already been using it, what you think. Are you going to participate in this pre-sale? And if so, are you planning on seeing it do something similar to Trust Wallet? Or what's your thoughts? Have you already been in some of these wallets like I have? I know for me, I've made a lot of money off of them. Looking back at Trust Wallet, I've been kind of waiting and biding my time to find that next big opportunity that I think could take over crypto. Best Wallet seems to have all of those features. And with the token sale coming up, I have a lot of confidence that this can be a big money printer moving forward from here. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to link everything in the description to go ahead and download this wallet to be able to participate in the pre-sale and do all of that fun stuff. So links in the description. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. As always, peace out.